I had been longing for an escape from the hustle and bustle of city life, craving solitude amidst the natural wonders of the Georgia mountains. As I arrived at the secluded cabin, its rustic charm immediately captured my attention. The scent of pine mingled with the crisp mountain air, and the tranquility of the surroundings enveloped me. The cabin stood nestled amidst a dense forest, its wooden exterior blending harmoniously with the towering trees that stretched towards the sky. The vibrant hues of autumn adorned the landscape, painting a masterpiece of reds, oranges, and yellows. Stepping inside, a sense of warmth and coziness washed over me. The crackling fireplace beckoned, casting a gentle glow that danced upon the walls. The wooden furnishings exuded a rustic charm, and the soft cushions of the couch seemed to invite me to sink into their embrace. As I settled into the cabin, the allure of the mountains and the promise of adventure tugged at my spirit. I yearned to explore the vast wilderness that lay just beyond the cabin's doorstep. Equipped with my camera and a sense of anticipation, I'd embarked on a hike through the wooded area. The trail wound its way through the forest, the crunch of leaves beneath my boots providing a satisfying rhythm. Captivated by the beauty around me, I stopped frequently to capture the essence of nature through my lens. The vibrant colors, the delicate interplay of light and shadow. It was a photographer's paradise. Each click of the camera captured a moment frozen in time, preserving the magic of the mountains. But as I framed a particularly captivating shot, an inexplicable chill ran down my spine. A prickling sensation washed over me, and an unsettling presence seemed to manifest itself in the air. Upon turning around, my heart skipped a beat. There, standing behind a gnarled tree, was a man in a red cap. His gaze bore into my soul, his eyes filled with an intensity that sent a shiver down my spine. Time seemed to stand still as we locked eyes, a silent exchange of curiosity and intrigue. A sudden surge of adrenaline propelled me to call out to the stranger, my voice breaking the silence of the forest. "Hey, who are you?" I exclaimed, my words echoing through the stillness. But instead of responding, the man's eyes widened in fear, and without a moment's hesitation, he turned and fled into the depths of the forest. As I continued my hike, a sense of unease lingered. With a wary eye cast over my shoulder, I made my way back to the cabin. By evening, I was back in my rented cabin. It was then that I noticed it. The chair was in a different place. The curtain was not drawn. Little details that indicated someone had been here. I'm a photographer and I can spot any changes. A shiver raced down my spine as I surveyed the scene before me, the sense of unease growing with each passing moment. Fatigue eventually claimed me, but my sleep was restless and plagued by strange dreams. I awoke with a start, my heart pounding within my chest, drenched in a cold sweat. As I lay there, trying to calm my racing thoughts, a sound reached my ears. A barely audible rustle, a whisper of movement. My senses sharpened, and I strained to listen. Then it came, the faint click of the front door being opened, as if handled with the utmost care. Fear gripped me, squeezing my chest in a vice-like grip. I reached for my phone. With trembling fingers, I dialed the emergency number, my voice barely above a whisper as I explained the situation. The operator's soothing voice offered some solace, assuring me that help was on the way. Time stretched out, elongated by fear and anticipation. Every tick of the clock seemed to echo the pounding of my heart. Finally, the distant wail of sirens pierced the night, a beacon of hope in the darkness. The police arrived swiftly, their authoritative presence offering a glimmer of reassurance. They combed through the cabin, examining every nook and cranny for signs of intrusion. Their findings confirmed my worst fears. Someone had indeed been inside the cabin. Personal belongings were disturbed, as if someone had rummaged through them with malicious intent. Yet, to my dismay, the officers found no trace of the intruder. Their furrowed brows mirrored my own confusion. How had this person managed to evade capture so effortlessly, leaving only a lingering sense of dread in their wake? In the midst of their search, a glimmer of hope emerged. a red cap, abandoned near the house. I recognized it instantly as the same cap worn by the mysterious man I had encountered in the woods. Questions swirled in my mind. Who was this man, and what was his connection to the intrusion? The pieces of the puzzle began to form a chilling picture, intertwining with the enigmatic events that had unfolded thus far. Shaken to my core, I wasted no time in gathering my belongings, my hands trembling as I hastily packed my bags. Yet, even as I left the cabin behind, the memory of the horrors that had unfolded within its walls remained etched in my mind like a scar upon my soul. And as I finally reached the familiar confines of home, I breathed a sigh of relief.